Namo Phat. Good morning. Thanks for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fourth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I'm determined to speak truthfully, with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news I do not know to be certain, and will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause the family or the community to break. I'm determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. This morning for our Dharma lesson, we're reading the beginning of Original Blessing from Ajahn Amaro's book, Catastrophe, Apostrophe. The Buddha said that the nature of the heart is bright, vast, radiant. Defilements simply come along as visitors. This is one of the central teachings of the Forest Ajahns. Rather than the Christian doctrine of original sin, the Buddha's teaching points to original purity, original blessing. One doesn't have to believe this blindly or take it to be true merely on trust. Rather, we can test it and see for ourselves. If we have a direct look and explore, we find that when the heart is free of grasping, when the heart lets go of self-view, fear, desire, and the streams of thinking, when the heart is awake to the present reality, how does it feel? We can look and explore for ourselves. We don't have to believe the words of a spiritual authority or a teacher. We can know from our own direct experience. The Buddha talked about the quality of the mind free of grasping as a kind of transcendent consciousness. The Pali word vijja refers to this awakened awareness, transcendent consciousness. Its opposite is avijja, which translates as ignorance or not seeing things clearly, nescience. Vijja is the natural awakened awareness of the heart. When we take refuge in the Buddha, it is exactly this quality of vijja, knowing, awakened awareness, that is being embodied. When the clouds of attachment dissolve, this quality of wakefulness is the bright sun that appears. The awake, aware quality of the heart is the source of its essential radiance. When we establish the practice in this way, we are really being Buddha, or being that awake mind. It is embodied in that quality of awake, open, alert, knowing. Being Buddha is not some kind of giant ego trip, although to use those words it might sound a bit like that. Instead, it is being that awareness that knows ego trips arising and passing away. It's also the awareness that knows sad or happy things or irritated feelings arising and passing away. It is the same quality that knows all of the states, perceptions, and actions of this body and mind, that knows the image of that face in the mirror. It is aware of the entire flow of attitudes and perceptions that are called me and the world. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.